Letters from the Front, Part 3, by CZS 5056. 15 August 3014. Dear Dad, I got your package earlier today and thank you for the book. The other guys here are all begging me to lend it to them when I'm done, especially Mike. He will not stop going on about how it's his favorite author, even though he can't name him. I think he's looking to read something, besides the names on the tags that walk by. I think I'll give it to him first. We got a new captain today. He apparently transferred here from another unit because it's none of my business, that's why. I don't think I'm going to like him very much. He seems too eager to be here. This one guy, who came into the pre-op last week, is apparently from Hagerstown, like you, and talked about seeing the Maryland Symphony Orchestra before enlisting. He was fine, just a little appendicitis. Nothing that should concern him, according to Captain Hawkeye. A major also came in like 2 weeks ago, and said how he was in a trench that was being attacked, and took a mace to the chest. Captain Casborough said there are broken ribs, and a rib punctured one of his lungs, and he was lucky to get to us when he did. He seems friendly enough, and insisted that we call him Jimmy. Life here as a company clerk is a little busy, even when wounded are not coming in, sorting mail, putting in requests, and filing the papers. You would not believe the amount of papers we still use here. I thought that it would all be digital like back home. Joe, Dominic, Tony, Matt, and I were challenged to a basketball game by the mechanics, where they won 50-48. I have to go soon. I'm doing the office soon. Tell everyone I said hi, and I'll be home soon enough. Your son, Staff Sergeant Danny. Part 4. Barris Quinn's personal log date, 3rd day of the 6th month in the 4th year of the reign of High Counselor Garen the Mighty of the Tagan Empire. Being a prisoner of the humans is something that will bring shame on all members of my house for at least 100 years. I'll be forever known as Beerus the Coward, the one who allowed himself to be taken prisoner rather than die honorably to my house. It has been 6 days since I got here, and there's nothing to keep anyone here occupied. They think of us as mindless brutes, especially since the destruction from orbit of that little city at the Battle of Hydra 2 months ago. What they seem to forget is that the Fergate Treaty on the Protection of Non-Combatants of the 24th day of the 3rd month in the 1st year of the reign of High Counselor Hura of House Rega for the Tagan Empire allowed us to destroy it, since they were stockpiling ammunition in the underground rapid transportation network. They deny it, of course, but they would know if they actually read a little. When we attacked, we blasted the position with explosives and chemicals to weaken them. When it came time for us to advance from our trench network, we moved the barrage up to act like a wall of steel between them and us. But damn it, some of our fur were still tangled in their wires. I do not know what it is, but it is a thin metal wire with barbs sticking out of it. Those should be outlawed, since it does not allow for a warrior's true ability to fight to come through if he is ensnared in something. We lost several honorable warriors in the offensive, but it could have been worse. We either caught them off guard, or they are severely undersupplied, since they were using kitchen carving tools as weapons, instead of a proper weapon, like our Haraz. I have, however, come to the conclusion that these are in fact their close-quarters side weapons, since I saw them place them into carrying cases on their uniforms. I had managed to kill one of their warriors with a swift blow to the head with my Hara. I will, however, give them a little credit. For what they obviously lack in strength and sophistication like us, they do make up for it by their willingness to fight. There wasn't much to do for the first hour, except waiting for them to organize themselves as a detail to march us to their prison camps. One of them had water coming out of his eyes and was crying out, "Geo, why Geo?" It provided for some mild entertainment, until he punched me across the face. His fist was so weak, I should have just snapped it off, but I refrained, due to a wound on my left arm. When we were taken to the prison camp, a human who called himself a doctor, although I think he is some kind of torturer with the way they inflict pain and misery while healing, placed a clear liquid on my wound, which burned like fire. Then he placed a cotton cloth on it and called it a dressing, then wrapped it in a bandage. I think they are mocking us now with these terms. Once we were processed into their system, there was again nothing to do besides wait out the war. If only I had been killed on the battlefield, at least then I would not have brought shame on my house, and I would have been in Jer-Allah with the other warriors who die in battle. At least then, I could fight besides my father, Seg, first of his name, older brother, Seg, second of his name, and Dizer. I miss Dizer the most from my war band. Not a day goes by where I think of him and see his dead body in the human trench. The only thing giving me comfort from that is knowing he is in Jarlath. This should conclude my log for now, and I hope the humans don't try to take it from me, or else I might just rip off a limb. Or 4.